Welcome into episode number 186 of The Voice Behind the Voice. I'm Sean Aronson, the TV and radio broadcaster for the St. Paul Saints, an independent minor league baseball team in the Twin Cities. All right, last week I was going to talk about my home and projects and things like that, and I put it off for a week. But I just want to tell you the type of person that I am. So I had my kitchen counters redone maybe over a year ago. They install the sink, and then they say they can install the little drain for you for an extra, whatever it is, $100. And I said, no, I could do it on my own. Since that, I think I've had to replace that drain like 3 times because inevitably it starts to leak, to which that has happened most recently about a week ago. And it's a pain. It shouldn't be this hard. Life is not this hard. And yet for me, I know you roll the putty, you put it around, you push it down, but inevitably the putty sort of wears out after a while and disappears, and then it starts to leak from the sides. So I went to Home Depot, decided, all right, I'll buy the parts again, buy some new putty. But while I was there, this gets into the type of person I am, I do not have a garbage disposal. And so I started looking at the garbage disposals and I said, you know what? I'm going to buy a garbage disposal. Now, mind you, I just told you that 3 times I am now trying to fix what is a simple problem that apparently I cannot put a drain into a sink without it leaking. And yet I thought I'm going to buy a garbage disposal and I am also going to put that garbage disposal in myself without any help. Okay, I did this past Saturday on the 18th. I have not opened the box to said garbage disposal nor tried to fix my sink. The good thing is I have 2 sides to the sink, so while one is leaking, the other is not, which is good. And it is now just sitting on my counter staring me in the face, knowing that in order for me to put all this together, I'm going to have to take apart a lot of the stuff underneath that I may run the risk, if this doesn't go well, making my kitchen sink not work altogether on both sides. So this is what should be pretty simple. And again, look, I've watched all the videos. I know how simple it appears to be, but yeah, this is daunting and it's going to stare at me, I think, for the next week or so. And I will report whenever this happens. It might be a week, it might be a month, I don't know, but it is now just sitting on my kitchen counter staring me in the face. I think if it does not work this time, in terms of all of this, I am definitely calling in a handyman to do all this and never have to worry again. But this is part of home ownership. You hope that you can eventually do this stuff on your own. So far, I have done nothing that has proven I can do anything on my own. Someone that could do it on his own, our guest for episode number 186, Brian Boesch of the University of Michigan men's basketball team. Brian and I met up in his room at the hotel that the team was staying at, and he and I had a long conversation before we even started recording about the shape of minor league baseball and the direction that it is being asked to go with Major League Baseball. We've talked a little bit about it on here, about them wanting to cut 42 teams. Brian spent a lot of time in minor league baseball. Matter of fact, he and I have a little bit of a connection in terms of a job that I was going after he left that place, and we get into that a little bit as well. So super nice guy, another young guy. It seems to be a string of younger broadcasters that I am sitting down with, just kind of the way it works. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, you can do so wherever you get your podcast, and be sure to rate us. And again, I appreciate everybody that continues to do that. Then you can follow us on social media, Twitter at The Voice BTV, Facebook, facebook.com/TheVoiceBTV. You can always email me, thevoicebtv@gmail.com. All right, let's get to it. Episode number 186 with Brian Boesch of the University of Michigan men's basketball team. JW, if I need help, can I call on you to help me put in a garbage disposal?
Roll the open. It was my way to cope. It was my way to, spend an hour just kind of letting my mind wander without, having any other responsibility. And it was my way to say, hey, even though I'm in minor league baseball and it's so easy, it'd be so understandable for me to just do the games and not do anything else in life, let's do this. And I haven't cried a ton about that. I did certainly in the moment, but when I crossed the finish line, I bawled, man. Like that was, for me, that was one of those things. It was just, I remember talking to my mom on the phone afterward, just saying, I just wish I could tell him I did that.